be mounted in parallel, and the Fire Detection Unit, or FDU. The loops for each engine consist of 3 sensing elements, one in the pylon nacelle, one in the engine core, and one in the engine fan section. When a sensing element is subjected to heat, it sends a signal to the FDU. As soon as loops A and B detect temperature at a preset level, they trigger the fire warning system. In the event of a fault or loss of power in a single loop, the remaining loop continues to provide detection automatically. The engine fire warnings consist of indications as shown here. Engine fire extinguishing is provided by 2 agent bottles for each engine. The bottles have discharge nozzles with electric-operated squibs. Now each squib has a dual electric power supply and is controlled by an associated agent push button. An agent push button is active only when the associated fire switch is popped out. When a squib is activated, the pressurized contents are released from the bottle to the discharge area. Let's describe the engine fire test that is performed during pre-flight before engine start on the first flight of the day. There's one test push button for each engine. When a test push button is pressed, a continuous repetitive chime sounds, the master warning lights flash, engine fire warning appears on the ECAM, and the secondary engine page appears on the SD. On the fire panel, the engine fire push button illuminates red, the squib lights illuminate white if agent pressure is available, and the discharge lights illuminate amber. On the engine panel, the fire lights illuminate red. When the test push button is released, all indications should return to pre-test conditions, with the lights extinguished and the chime sounds stopped. We'll now describe the use of the engine fire detection and extinguishing systems when a fire is detected. When a fire is detected, the indications appear, and the engine and warning display displays the procedure and warnings as shown here. Notice the action steps are displayed on the engine and warning display. Perform these actions in sequence. As the ECAM actions are taken, the pilot flying will verbally confirm that the pilot monitoring has selected the correct thrust lever and engine master while guarding the good engine controls. The engine fire push button need only be verbally confirmed. The normal position of the engine fire push button is in and guarded. In this position, the associated agent push buttons are inactive. To arm the agent, the pilot will open the guard and press the fire push button to release it. When the push button is released, it sends an electric signal for the corresponding engine that silences the oral fire warning, arms the squibs on the agent bottle, activating the agent push buttons and illuminating the squib lights, closes the low-pressure fuel valve, closes the hydraulic fire shutoff valve, closes the engine bleed valve, closes the pack flow control valve, cuts off the FADEC power supply, deactivates the IDG. The released push button shuts down and isolates the engine from the aircraft systems. An ECAM countdown provides for engine spool down before agent is discharged to increase the effect. After the countdown, the pilot will push the Agent 1 push button to discharge the first bottle. When the bottle pressure is low, the amber discharge light comes on. An ECAM countdown provides for a 30-second delay before the second bottle is discharged. If the fire goes out after discharge of the first bottle, the indications change as shown. If the fire persists, the pilot will push the Agent 2 push button.